Let's speak to Jack Burnham, research analyst at the Foundation for Defence of Democracy's China programme. Thanks very much for being with us. China is calling for an end to these sanctions. We have seen the US reach out to the Iranian regime. This comes, of course, amidst a lot of pressure from Donald Trump's administration on a number of different countries at the moment. The US reach out to the Iranian regime. This comes, of course, amidst a lot of pressure from Donald Trump's administration on a number of different countries at the moment. This is going to prove extremely delicate, isn't it?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I certainly believe that the situation is at a very delicate moment. What you see here is the United States imposing a great number of pressure on Iran as the regime in Tehran becomes closer to developing the capability to develop a nuclear weapon. And you also see China being much more active in this space and looking to become and present itself as a responsible global power and flex its diplomatic muscles.
How close has that alliance become with China, Russia and Iran? And in meaningful terms, how much support does China give to Iran?
Yes, China, Russia and Iran have really grown closer together. And I think that the place to start looking is at the start of the Ukraine war. Russia and China have certainly been very close throughout the war. China has given a lot of economic Russia's war machine. And Iran has also been a key player within the war in Ukraine, particularly as Russia has used its Shahed drones on the front lines of the battlefield. So I think what you're seeing here is a natural evolution of three autocratic powers growing closer to undermine the West and particularly to undermine American security and American interests in the region.
We saw that Donald Trump had sent a letter to the Iranian regime calling for talks, but also warning of possible military action. The Iranians pushed back on that, saying that they weren't interested in talks, of course, a bullying government. But where do you think there is potential space for negotiation here?
I think that there's certainly space, but I would say that President Trump's approach has always been to unite America first with peace through strength. And I think that's what you're seeing here, of President Trump being willing to use both economic as well as possible military power to complement a diplomatic approach. And I think that that strategy is clearly reaching a climax point as Iran goes closer to developing nuclear weapons.
OK, Jack Burnham, we'll have to leave it there. Of course, Iran and Russia central to the two ongoing conflicts that we've all been following for the last couple of years.